Hello, Soul for X community, and welcome to the game of life. I mean, that's the way I feel sometimes, right? That life is just a game that we are here playing every single day, right? But with that said, guys, let's get started with the news today being Saturday, May the 29th. And on CoinMarketCap, we have Bitcoin right now pretty much at $35,800. It's been hovering somewhere between 35 to 37. Um, and of course, Ethereum, 2,478. Cardano at $1.52. And of course, don't let's not forget about Dogecoin is 31 cents. And for Bitcoin for the last 7 days, it's been right now at a less than 1%. Um, Ethereum is actually for the last 7 days is 8.73%. And Cardano positive 4.5%. And Dogecoin is negative almost 6% here. Now, Bitcoin needs to clear the 200-day moving average. Right now, Bitcoin is really not necessarily in a bull market anymore, but right now it's just holding tight below the 200-day moving average, and it's holding this line of support, in which is the $30,000 mark. That will be your support line. So hopefully it will be able to cross over the 200 days moving average and continue to go up. If not, hey, let's not worry about it, right? Let's not try to time the market. If you are an investor and here for the long term, you know that eventually it will continue to go up. But if not, hey, you are able to buy on its way down. So anyway, with that said, let's see what's going on out there. Apple and cryptos, if you remember. Apple is looking to strike a deals with alternative payment providers. So that's a positive thing. They are looking right now to hire a negotiator, right, that has experience in digital wallets, fast payments, and cryptocurrency. Now, this right here is very important, guys, because it just lets you know that an industry like Apple is also looking into accepting some sort of crypto payments for the Apple products and whatnot. Now, it doesn't mean that Apple is going to be buying cryptocurrency themselves, but they are looking of ways that they can explore doing some sort of digital payments. Now, if you know, right now, Apple actually accepts digital payment. They have their own Apple credit card. You actually, like for myself, for example, on my Apple phone, I actually have my regular credit card in there that I use when I use Apple Pay. But with that said, they obviously wants to get more into the crypto space. So that's a good positive thing, right? Now, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, buyer beware of cryptocurrencies. Now, that can be looking, as a FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But hey, let's find out what he's trying to say, right? You have to remember that Jamie Dimon, back in 2017, he actually threatened to fire his employees if they were to be caught buying Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. And of course, since then, about a year ago, he changed his stand, and JP Morgan now is more friendly toward cryptocurrencies. So, pretty much what Jamie Dimon is saying right now is really his own opinion. He was asked a question during the congressional testimony hearings that they were having at the U.S. House of Financial Services. They were asking him, what his thoughts about Bitcoin and other digital assets, and this is what he says: "Quote: My own personal advice to people is stay away from it. That does not mean that the clients don't want it." That's what Diamond said. This goes back to how you have to run a business. I don't smoke marijuana, but if you make it national legal, I am not going to stop our people from banking it. So it's really his opinion. He just pretty much saying, hey, look, stay away from cryptocurrencies, right? But at the same time, JP Morgan is allowing their clients to invest in cryptocurrencies. So, hey, if just like anything else out there, just like I said, marijuana, for example, there's a lot of good things for medical marijuana. that a lot of people has taken a long time to come to terms that there could be actually good benefits when it comes to cannabis, right? So, and there's a lot of people that no matter what happens, they will never believe in it. So this is pretty much what he was trying to say. And of course, unfortunately, some other people will interpret it as, oh my God, look, JP Morgan or Jamie Dimon, he's say, hey, buyers beware, and kind of like putting thought up there. But at the same time, I believe it's one of those things that that is his personal opinion, and that's what he believed. Right now, the reason he said that, you can find it here. Okay, something I wanted to point out of what he said in here. Let's see if I can find it real quickly. Okay, this is what he said. The banking giant added that cryptocurrencies are not compatible to fiat currency or gold, warning buyers beware. Diamond clarified that he was referring to cryptocurrencies and not necessarily blockchains or stable coins. Now, he added that was his personal views and do not weigh on the financial services that JP Morgan Chase offers to his clients, right? So, pretty much, buyer beware, like just like in anything out there. And obviously, that his own opinion, right? I think we already clarified that. Uh, a lot of our clients are asking, can we help them buy or sell cryptocurrencies? And Diamond said JP Morgan Chase annual shareholders meeting on May 18th, and we are investing in that as we speak. So there you go. JP Morgan still are able to service the clients with cryptocurrencies. So throughout this trajectory, guys, if you are brand new to the cryptocurrencies, it is good to continue to investigate and at the end make your final decision or your decision or your determination whether cryptocurrencies will fit your financial portfolio. Okay, let's move it forward. Now, Bitcoin drops, the stocks rally ahead of Biden's budget announcement. Now, Biden actually announced this today. On Friday, President Joe Biden is set to release his first full budget, seeking 6 trillion in federal spending for the fiscal year 2022 and 8.2 trillion by 2021, according to the New York Times. Now, why is this so important? And why is Bitcoin dropped? Now it should happen the opposite, right? With all the trillions of dollars being spent, you would think that inflation, in which already kind of like happening, right? I was reading an article that Costco actually seeing some of their products increase in prices, kind of like hinting that inflation is already creeping in some of the products out there, right? So you would think that Bitcoin will go up because of this proposed budget that the Biden administration is proposing. But let's kind of dig a little bit deeper in here, okay? So we already know that he's not going to be changing anything on the third. Let's see. Now, that's a potential a bullish development for Bitcoin, which is widely thought as a digital gold. However, the leading currency is changing hands near 35,800 at press time, representing a 7% drop. The decline comes a day after buyers failed to establish a foothold about the 40,000 mark. Now, trying to get something here, okay? Now, the cryptocurrency, according to Wall Street, right, they have received validation that it could be considered an inflation hedge, okay? Um, But I wanted to point something else that I was looking in here of why is it that Bitcoin is actually going down rather than go up. Okay. Now this is what I was looking for right here. Now remember what I just said. When Bitcoin is dropping and the Biden administration is announcing that they're going to be spending trillions of dollars, that should actually make Bitcoin to go up. But according to this article, the primary reason that Bitcoin is not really going up, it has to do with this right here, this ESG FUD. Retail appears to be slowing down while regulatory concerns and ESG FUD, in which FUD means fear, uncertainty, and doubt, from China has taken certain stage. Okay. Now, this ESG stands for environmental, social, and corporate governance. So the real reason, or one of the reasons why Bitcoin is actually not necessarily going up, has to do primarily of this ESG FUD. Has to do not only with China, right, that they were kind of banning Bitcoin, but it also has to do with many companies in the United States and perhaps around the world. They are taking an environmental and social and corporate governance stand, okay? Meaning that they are concerned about environmental issues. So unfortunately, they automatically think that Bitcoin is not good for the environment. And on top of that, if you guys remember, right, Elon Musk also tweeted it a couple of weeks ago regarding Tesla not using Bitcoin anymore as a method of payment. So of course, that also made the Bitcoin to continue to go down. Now, on top of that, on Monday, May 17th, it was tax day for many Americans, and those who took profits during a year of record crypto highs may have needed to sell a portion of their positions to cover capital gain taxes. Another reason that the cryptocurrency Bitcoin might continue to go down, or the cryptocurrencies, is also the U.S. Treasury announced on last Thursday that crypto transfers of $10,000 or more will have to be reported to the IRS. Now, again, this should not scare nobody, right? I mean, obviously, if you are doing transfers of crypto, the government wants to know, what's going on. They normally do that anyway, even with cash. When you deposit large amounts of cash into a bank, they kind of want to know where this money is coming from. Another point is Bitcoin decline trigger an additional 8 billion liquidation of leverage positions, meaning the firms and individuals that borrow money to buy Bitcoin were forced to sell so lenders could limit the losses, intensifying the sell-off. And of course, we mentioned earlier that a high-ranking Chinese official, right, called for regulations to crack down on Bitcoin mining and trading, right, on Friday, perhaps in part to protect the new state-backed digital yuan. So now remember, this should not be any surprise. Pretty much a lot of countries are trying to protect their money, right? So they want to crack down. In this case, China obviously is taking to the extreme. They're cracking down on Bitcoin mining and trading, while other countries are actually just starting to regulate or put regulations again, for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So, however, some have noted that China's stand it is not new. I think we just mentioned that before, that they've been banning crypto for the last 5, 10 years, I guess, back and forth. Anyway, maybe not 10 years, for the last 2 to 3 years. Uh, but anyway, this article right here, guys, comes from Coinbase Byte newsletter, and this is also part of why also Bitcoin has actually been going down um, in the last couple of weeks. Pretty much every about 2 weeks after Elon Musk decided that he was not going to take any payments in Bitcoin for Tesla vehicles. All right. Now, with that said, guys, let's move to other news. Right. With that says, you also have Carl Icahn, in which is a billionaire on his own company. He has stated that he may invest up to $1.5 billion into crypto, noting that much of the cryptocurrency issued today will not survive. Kind of like that, right? So he's noticed that he's not going to survive, but he's still going to invest that much. What he means is that he knows that Bitcoin would survive. Perhaps other coins on there like Cardano might survive, but maybe Doge or maybe other coins that are not well known and not established probably will also fail. And maybe that's what he's referring to. And the same thing goes with the stock market. There are many stocks out there that they have not survived. A good example is JC Penney. JC Penney, the company still exists, but the stock is literally almost non-existent, right? So pretty much. So this is kind of good news for the crypto market. Okay. Let's see. All right, so this really the primary news on these guys is just the fact that you have a billionaire that have his own company is going to more likely be investing into the crypto space. Now, another good news out there is Korean government clarifies crypto regulation roles of different agencies. Over the past year or so, the crypto community in South Korea has had to adapt to a suite of new regulations and government frameworks tailored to the growing industry. Again, I'm not going to go into the details. What I want you guys to realize in here that many other governments and countries continue to adapt or work or regulate crypto in a very positive way. Another good news in here, crypto will come to life in Nigeria, central bank governor says. Okay. Emefiele said that Nigerian government will do its best to prevent crypto from being used to finance illicit activity. And during the 279th meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee in Abuja, Central Bank of Nigeria, Governor Godwin Emefiele expressed confidence that the cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin will be legal in the country. Business Insider reported on Wednesday. Again, another country pretty much adapted, in this case, going all the way in with Bitcoin. So another good positive news out there. And Sweden moving forward in a e-krona CBDC trials. Now, Sweden will trial its CBDC with a live banking participant. The experimentation will involve participation between Riksbank and Handelsbanken, a retail bank chain based in Sweden. Now, what does CBDC stand for? It stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. As you notice, guys, there's a lot of countries out there, or a few countries out there, or a couple of countries out there that are understanding that it is important for them to start moving into a digital type of currency. Now, this may be good for Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Cardano, or perhaps it may put a dent, right? So it's good to pay attention on what's going on, not necessarily good news that countries are creating their own digital currency may mean that this is great news for Bitcoin or the cryptocurrencies or coins that are out there already. But it's always good to know what's going on. It's always good to educate yourself that whether we like it or not, cryptocurrencies and digital coins are here to stay. And the United States, I believe, is also moving forward in trying to develop their own in the future. There was an article that was published on May 20th that says the Fed this summer will take another step in developing a digital currency. The Federal Reserve will release a research paper this summer that explored a move to a central bank digital currency. Now, I do believe the United States is a little bit behind, um, compared to other countries out there, but at least we are starting in that process. So, guys, get educated out there, continue to learn as much as you can. And this right here will conclude our news for the day. And remember, guys, health before wealth. Get out there and get it done. And take care. See you later.